was atmospheric indie rock drumless backing track. What's up, everybody? I figured I'd just come on here and play a little bit of drums because that's what people are asking for. Yeah, I know I'm on here. Let me see, why am I not on there? What's up, everybody? What's up, anybody? Why is that? Wow, that's weird. Okay, so let me just refresh this. There we go. There we go. My mouse is low on battery. So what I have to do is dark slow. I think I like this one. No. Oh, okay, cool. Good. All right. Let's see if anybody comes in. All right, let me unmute this track and let's see what we got going on here. No, that's not the right one either. That's definitely not the right one. Over here. Ah, here we are. Okay. Yeah, I knew this one. I knew this one was familiar. Hey, what's up? Over here just jamming. And I want to let you guys know what I'm doing. I've been talking lately about playing with our non-dominant sides, our non-dominant feet, our non-dominant hands. For me, that's my left side. My left side is definitely non-dominant. And so I'm trying to work on that. Because my newest goal is to get all four of my limbs within a certain range of ability, right? So like left hand, left foot, definitely not as good as my right hand, right foot. And the relationship between my right hand, right foot, definitely not as good as the relationship, I'm sorry, right hand, right foot, much better than left hand, left foot. Or left foot, right hand, right foot, all of that stuff. So what I was doing a little bit in that song was I was starting to kind of almost play my bass drums, almost play my feet like I play my hands. And if we're doing fills with our hands, we're doing different patterns going between the left and the right hand. Sometimes we're doubling up, or we're playing, let's say maybe we're playing eighth notes into 16th notes or some kind of triplets between the hands. I'm trying to do that with my feet and trying to give the majority of the work to my left foot when I'm playing along with the drumless track like I'm doing here, so that my left foot can get stronger, more used to the coordination of carrying the bass drum load, just like my right foot is. So I'm going to find something a little bit more interesting. That was a good warm-up. That was cool. That's atmospheric. That's a little bit slow and dreamy. But, and in case you're curious about drumless tracks, you can go on YouTube and search drumless tracks by genre. Let's say rock, metal, new metal, blues, rap, jazz, whatever, dance. Or you can go in and search drumless by genre and BPM. So if you have a certain speed, a certain tempo you want to work with, you can go ahead and search drumless tracks, genre, and then BPM. It's actually pretty cool because you can get a lot of good stuff that is not commercially released, and music that you don't know what the drums are supposed to sound like. As we listen to tracks that are released, let's say our favorite songs, we already have a really good idea of what the drums are in the song according to whoever wrote the drum parts. But if you're doing a drumless track, you can just put whatever drums you want because you don't have any preconceptions about what the drums are supposed to be like. So it really gives you a chance to work on your creativity and thinking outside of the box. What you normally might think to do, try to do different stuff. So I'm going to try to find something a little bit better. Yeah, no, that's really not what I'm looking for. So I'm trying to find something that's a little more up-tempo, a little higher energy, but let's see. I hope everybody's having a good day out there today. Oh, that was the same track. I hope everybody's having a good day out there today. We finally got some nice weather after that little bit of a snowstorm. I wouldn't really call it a snowstorm, but it was cool. I got snowed in, not snowed in, but snowed out of my job. I couldn't go to work because they closed, but that's cool. Yeah, see, I gotta find a good, let's try this. All right, so again, as I'm working through these songs, I'm going to be using my left foot the majority of the way. Let's see if something's good. No. We could try this. kind of cool. So you can find cool stuff in the drumless tracks. You might have to search around a little bit, like I have to do, to find something that you can groove with, something that clicks with you. Also a good opportunity to explore different genres of music that you might be interested in or curious about. Let me skip this. I might save that. So also I have a drumless track, a drumless, here it is, playlist. So when I come across drumless tracks that I like, I just pop them onto my playlist. And so I have them to come back to. But explore different genres and explore different styles. Why is this? Oh, we're not playing. Yeah, explore different genres and styles. It was kind of like a Tool sounding thing. I'm getting a little Pink Floyd here too in my mind. So this is a relatively long track, which is another good thing about drumless tracks, is that some of them are quite long, so that you can really just explore different ideas going through. When I'm writing a song, I like to lay down a few different tracks during rehearsals of different ideas and approaches to that one song that I'm writing. And then I can listen back later in the car, whenever I'm relaxing, I can listen back and I can say to myself, well, do I like this take or that take, or first half of this take, second half of that take? And I'm able to combine the ideas because I went ahead and I put a bunch of different ideas down. So that's always a good idea to do. So these drumless tracks give you a lot of time sometimes to really just explore and think things through and have a good time playing along with them. Here's another thing that's really great about drumless tracks. as I'm teaching my students how to learn songs, it's very important that they get the tempo. It's important that they figure out where the one is. It's very important that they figure out where the drums are. The snare drum, the bass drum individually. So we practice active listening. One of the things about active listening is that it's not always about listening to the drums in a track. Sometimes the drums are kind of buried. They're hard to make out. They're hard to distinguish. So we go to trying to find the rhythm of the song, the tempo of the song. So sometimes I'll ask my students, listen for the bass guitar. Listen for the rhythm of the rhythm guitar. Listen to the rhythm of the vocal melody to give you clues as to where the beat is, where the number one is, what kind of tempo we're dealing with, and what kind of feel we're dealing with. Sometimes it might be a 6/8 feel, a triplet kind of thing, or a swing feel, or a straightforward 4/4 rock beat feel with eighth notes on the hi-hat or eighth notes on the ride. So it's important to be able to not only listen for the drums, but also listen for other instruments to get clues as to what we're doing here, like what's going on in the song. So drumless tracks are really good for that as well, because there are no drums to follow. So now I have to think about the rhythm that the bass is doing, the guitar and things like that, to inform me of how I might want to play drums to this song. So yeah, a lot of good things that we can use drumless tracks for. So more on that maybe a little bit later. I'm going to play for a little while longer. Let me listen to this track some more. Right, so we got a lot of triplets happening, right? One triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet. A lot of triplets happening. A little too repetitive for me. Let me see. You want to hear the crazy thing? Every time I plug my mouse into a charger, right, a charging cable that's attached to the table that has an outlet in it, it makes one of my cymbals trigger through the drum set. It's very, very weird. Maybe it's like static electricity or something like that. But it is all connected. And sometimes, because I have my Roland TD50K V2 attached to my computer over USB, it's may have something to do with that. Also, I noticed the A10 Mini. There is some functionality in the A10 Mini, which I have the ISO Pro, the A10 Mini Pro ISO I have, and that's my video switch, right? That's how I have the overhead view, and that's how I can go to this view. Hey everybody, what's happening? So this switch sometimes does some MIDI stuff. Like I think there's some MIDI capabilities in here that I may be able to use MIDI to, you know, control the A10 Mini switch. But the funny thing is sometimes it controls my drums and it triggers certain sounds from my drums that I'm not looking for. But anyway, let me see. Let me see what else we got here. How long have we been on the air? Oh, wow. No, man. All right, let me see if anybody has come into the room to say hello. Hey, I see we have a viewer. Tell your friends, spread the word, share. If you like what's going on, give me a thumbs up, say hello. That's cool. I'm gonna play for a little while longer. I know I'm still getting used to this Twitch thing. I know it's like a longer form type of thing, but I think it works on interaction. So until I start getting some people in here, you know, actually conversing with me, it's just going to be me talking and playing, which is fine because this is how I get some of my practicing done. What I would say is that there should be, like in my practice routine, I basically have the technique stuff that I'm working on. I work on my rudiments, hand exercises, feet exercises, working on my double bass coordination, working on my double bass speed and power, and my dynamics all around. But then besides the technical stuff that you really should be working on, all of the building blocks to your drumming, there is another component of rehearsing, of practicing that is all about creative. It's all about creativity. It's all about working on creativity. And working on your creativity doesn't necessarily always mean playing the drums. You can definitely work on your creativity by listening to different styles of music, listening to different drummers, maybe in a genre, listening to different styles, and finding stuff that you like. Because we all borrow, right? We all work from what we hear. You know, we all create based on our experiences and things that we've heard. So we all get something from the people before us as we move forward, and we develop our own style. But our own style is a combination of all the things that we've heard from when we were first able to hear anything. So when we go into a creative mode of our practice, we can also schedule some time for ourselves to listen to different types of music, different drummers, different genres, and that will help develop our own creativity. But certainly playing and working on different things and challenging yourself to come up with different ideas and different approaches to drum beats and fills is a great way to just get better as a drummer overall. So let me skip this. This might be something. Let's try this. what's fun about this is that like a track like this is like a funk bass track with a lot of extra bass drums that can be applied, right? In funk music, we tend to have a lot of 16th note bass drum patterns, really underneath an 8th note hi-hat, or even some 16th note ride patterns, or something like that, or even some 16th note snare drum patterns. So funk lends itself to that kind of extra bass drum drumming. And so I switched over to my left foot to try to work on the coordination of my left foot, the speed, right? Popping those quick 16th notes with my left foot. And it's given me a really good, it has, because I've been working on this, it's given me a really good idea. Hey, this is something I really need to work on. Because my left foot is nowhere near as smooth or as capable as my right when it comes to playing quick 16th note patterns on the bass drum. So for me, I've been able to identify some things that I need to work on. So that is, yeah, that's not a bad, that's a pretty good drumless track. Something else caught my eye. Let me just save this if I don't already have it saved. There we go. Yeah, because, oh, here it is. Because we're doing new metal. We're doing new metal in one of my, with one of my student bands. And, I mean, it's a cool genre. There's a lot of new metal bands out there. And a lot of my students like the new metal genre. So it's a cool way to go for the bands. Yeah, so of course, what do you think this new metal genre sounds like? This drumless new metal backing track video sounds like? It sounds like Korn. But it's okay because it's not a released Korn song, right? So on these social media platforms, especially on Twitch, hopefully they don't, or they shouldn't, because it shouldn't be recognized as copyrighted material. They shouldn't silence this part of the video or shut it down. And I should not get any notifications from YouTube that I am shut down in Russia and in Belarus and they cannot see my videos. But anyway, it's all good. So yeah, this is what a new metal genre drumless video sounds like. Well, Korn, right? Actually, it could very well get flagged. It's so close to that Korn song. But anyway, that's really a cool way because you can play along to songs that are familiar to you. But anyway, check out the drumless tracks. One more thing about drumless tracks. Come a little closer. One more thing about drumless tracks. Hey, what's up? I just put this camera here. One more thing about drumless tracks is that when you, a lot of them are very elaborate, right? So you'll have, some of them will have clicks for a count in, some of them will have clicks throughout, right? Some of them will have no click at all, but you have a lot of options. Besides that, the visual, right? The video screen, when you're playing a drumless track, some of them have song structure that you can see on the video screen. Some of them have bars remaining and a beat counter. Some of them will tell you the time signature. It'll tell you what section of the song you're in. Verse, breakdown, chorus, pre-chorus, outro, intro, whatever it is. So that's also a good way to get familiar with song structure as you're going through these drumless tracks. So I can't say enough about them. I know I've been going on and on this whole live about drumless tracks, but there really is a lot to get out of them if you know what to look for and if you know what you can get out of them. You know, there's a lot of information to be gained by playing along the drumless tracks. You can get very familiar, like I said, with song structure, with tempo, with different genres, with feel, with all kinds of things. So do that, have some fun. like I always say, play drums to music, have a good time with it, and you'll develop, you know, whether so many benefits to playing drums to music, besides the learning aspect, the physicality of it, and being able to be physical, especially they say that when you're doing something with your arms, your hands, it's good for your heart, right? So a lot of good benefits from drumming. So keep that in mind. Get on them drums. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in whatever platform you're watching this, whether it's now or later. I'm on YouTube at Mark Zapata Drums, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Patreon, Mark Z Drums at Patreon. There's a free option. You can go ahead and just sign up for free and just be part of my Patreon. And then as I'm developing, because I do have a drumming course, a video course in development, which will be on my Patreon for paid members. You can always switch to being a paid member if that's something you're interested in. But just the support is really, really important, and I appreciate it very much. So if it's a like, if it's a subscribe, if it's just, you know, a click, a comment, a question, a share, a follow, whatever it is, I'm appreciative that hopefully you're getting something out of the content that I am providing, and I wish you all the best. What is today? What is today? Thursday. This is a Thursday. So this is not really the Mark Z Drumcast, right? This is just me jumping on live and saying hello to everybody because I felt like playing along to some songs, and I wanted to come on here and say what's up. But tomorrow I will have a Mark Z Drumcast, the Friday edition, and I will see you then. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.